Another thing I had to do for all of my classes, I had to introduce myself. And what I did was I was working on a PowerPoint slide on my computer during the vacation, and I think the schools might. I'm pretty sure the schools have a projector, but I haven't asked them about using it, and I figured it would be too much trouble for me to use it. Not only that, but since the class is pretty small, I'm pretty sure they can all see the pictures well. So I didn't ask about the projector. So I printed out the slides, and I printed out slides of where I'm from. I printed out a few pictures of where I'm from. So my city back in Maryland, we have a baseball team, we have a shopping center. I showed them pictures of that. I showed them a few pictures of my school, and then I showed them pictures of my family, and they really liked the family pictures. I told them about my mom and dad and my brother, and they liked that. And then I think what they enjoyed the most was just the fact that I told them that uh, my father and my brother and I all like video games. So I showed them a few pictures of the video games that we liked, and some of the kids were familiar with the games. Um, so that was pretty exciting for them. They especially knew Pokemon, of course. I think all of the kids knew Pokemon. I was surprised that some of them knew Gyakuten Saiban, which the English is that's Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. Some of the kids actually knew that game. I was surprised. I was also surprised that they knew about Shin Sangoku Muso, which is Dynasty Warriors. Um, so that was exciting too because that's my favorite game. So I showed them pictures of that, and then I think what they liked the most, they liked the quiz. I gave them a quiz, and there were more slides, PowerPoint slides that I printed out, and I had A, B, C, D, and I would ask them questions like, um, where am I from, and I showed them I'm from Maryland, so I put pictures of different states on there, and I would ask them, oh, which one am I from? And then, they all knew the answers. I mean, they were pretty easy questions. They all knew the answers. And for that question, I asked them if they remembered the name of the place, and most of them didn't remember Maryland, but they remembered Washington, D.C. Uh, I'm not sure why they remembered Washington, D.C., because on the slide I printed out, there was Maryland in huge letters, and Washington, D.C. was just like really tiny. But they remembered Washington, D.C. a lot better. But, I mean, oh well. Some of them did remember Maryland, which is good. Let's see. I showed a few other quiz questions like where's my mom from, what's my dad's favorite video game. I think the one they liked the most was which one is my older brother, and I had four different pictures, and B was a picture of my brother. I mean, they all knew the answer, of course. B was a picture of my brother. A was a picture of Goku from Dragon Ball Z, and they when I showed them, all the kids just started laughing. I was asking, oh, who's this, and they would tell me who it is, and I was saying, is Goku my brother, and they would be like, no, 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 he's not. The other two were Ash from Pokemon, which in Japan his name is Satoshi. I recently learned because I asked who is this. I didn't know his name, so I was like, who is this? They all said Satoshi. I was like, oh, okay, so that's his name. So, and that was one of them, and the other available answer was Ishikawa Ryo, which some of you might not know who he is, but if you've been in Japan for a while, you'll know who he is. He's a very famous golfer in Japan. He's very young. I think he's 18 or 19. I forget, but he's very young and very popular golfer. Like everyone knows him, even the little kids. And you would think little kids watch golf. No, no, but they know him. So, I would ask, oh, is he my brother? And they'd be like, no. So, but I think they really enjoyed that. So, it was a nice way to get them really paying attention. So, but after 5 classes, I was really exhausted. I was very tired. Not to mention that the schools in Japan, they don't have air conditioning. The classrooms don't have air conditioning. The teacher's room does, but me having to be in my classroom the majority of the time, it's really exhausting. So by the time I was done, I was really tired. I was just trying to stay awake. So I had a little bit more time. I had about an hour and a half left after I finished my last class. And so, I just worked a little bit. I made a diary because the ALT that was at my schools before I got there, um, I think she wrote a few entries. I think maybe it was the recommendation of the staff at the other elementary school to make a diary, and so I don't know if it's every day or just every once in a while, but um, they would write what they did in the class, and how the kids reacted to that and stuff. And I thought it was a really great idea. So it was only at that school, but so I started one at the other school, and it's a lot of writing, and sometimes it's hard to remember each class because uh, I'm doing one class, and I want to make notes for that class, but then the other class is coming in, and it's kind of hard for me to remember what I did in the first class because I just started the second class. But I managed to remember a few important things about each class, and I wrote about them. So hopefully I can do that. I might not have to do it every single week, but um, I'll try to make some important notes when it's necessary. So that way, when I leave those schools, then whoever's gonna come in and replace me will have a good idea of what the kids are like. So yeah, that's what I did. And then afterwards, after I got back from work, I went out for yakiniku with some of the other teachers. I think all four of us, I think it was coincidence. One of the ALTs, she invited a whole bunch of teachers, but the ones that ended up going, we all happened to be elementary school teachers, which was good because I got a lot of advice. Two of them have taught at the schools that I'm at now. One of them, he was there 2 years ago, and the other one was the one who replaced me. She was there last year, so to have them tell me not only about the students, but they told me about the teachers. It was really good to have advice. So if you're thinking about being in ALT or applying for the JET program, if you're thinking about that and you get in, make sure you talk to talk to the other teachers in the area if there are any, or talk to your predecessor. I thought that I thought my predecessor was not only the person who was at my school, but also the person who lived where I lived. But I learned that my predecessor is she's the one who was at this apartment before I was, but she didn't teach at the same schools that I'm at now. The person who is at the schools I'm at now is still here, which is good. So it's really easy to talk to her. So that's good. So make if you need advice or something, make sure you um, look for other jets, especially ones that are teaching the same level as you, because they can give you a lot of great advice. So I think that's all I'm gonna say for now. Um, by the time I'm gonna go to the community center. By the time you see this video, I mean I don't have internet yet, so when you see this video, that means I was already at the community center and I uploaded the video. But right now I haven't gone yet, or right now at the time I'm making this video, I haven't gone yet. So anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna upload this video and probably just chill out and relax. I get internet at my apartment on September 8th. I'm very, very excited. So I guess I will see you then. See ya.